What if I told you? A man who once struggled with money now owns more than 15,000 houses, drives a Rolls-Royce, lives in a mansion in Arizona, and still calls himself a teacher, not a millionaire. This is the world of Robert Kiyosaki in 2025, where luxury meets strategy, and every dollar has a purpose. Robert Kiyosaki isn't just an author. He's the man behind Rich Dad, Poor Dad, one of the most famous financial books ever written. Over 40 million copies sold worldwide. But here's the twist. Unlike celebrities who show off their wealth, Kiyosaki's lifestyle is different. It's built on philosophy, a philosophy that says, assets first, luxury second. So today, let's step inside his world in 2025. We'll explore his mansions, his cars, his private jet lifestyle, and the empire that makes it all possible. Number 1, net worth in 2025. First, let's talk numbers. Kiyosaki's estimated net worth in 2025. Most sources place him around $100 million. Some estimate a range between $100 million to $150 million. And a few public profiles put it at about $85 million. So conservatively, he's worth around $100 million this year. But, and this is important, he also says he's over $1 billion in debt. That's not recklessness, that's strategy. Debt backed by assets, mansions, and real estate. Robert's main home is in Paradise Valley, Arizona. It's a 9,000 square foot mansion, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a private gym, a theater room, and a luxury pool with a desert view that looks like a painting. But that's not all. He once owned a $7 million oceanfront mansion in Hawaii. That shows his taste for both desert luxury and tropical paradise. Now, here's the part most people don't know. Robert doesn't just own houses to live in. He controls over 15,000 rental properties across the U.S. That's thousands of families paying him rent every month. This is massive passive income. And how does he buy them? With debt. But not bad debt. He calls it good debt. Loans that are backed by assets. So when Robert enjoys his mansions, he's not spending money the way most people do. His assets are paying for them. Cars. Collection? Let's walk into his garage. First, the Rolls-Royce Dawn, worth around $400,000. Luxury, elegance, and comfort combined. Next, a Ferrari 458, a supercar that screams speed and Italian engineering. And then, something different. A Toyota Land Cruiser 40 Series, classic, rugged, practical. Robert once said, "The rich buy luxuries last. Assets pay for them." Every car in that garage is proof of that philosophy. Private jets and travel. Now let's talk about travel. Robert isn't Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. He doesn't own a giant fleet of planes, but he does fly private. He often charters jets when he travels for business. He's been seen at global conferences and from Tokyo to London, spreading his message about financial education. For him, flying private isn't about showing off. It's about freedom, saving time, and controlling his schedule, the debt empire. In 2024, Robert admitted something shocking. He said, "I'm a billionaire in debt." But here's the secret. That debt is strategic. He uses it to buy real estate, businesses, and gold. And every investment brings in cash flow. So his houses, cars, and jets, they're not liabilities. They're rewards paid for by assets, daily lifestyle, and routine. Let's look at his day-to-day life. Robert starts mornings by reading financial news. He tracks gold, silver, and Bitcoin prices. Then, he often records podcasts or does interviews, right from his Arizona mansion studio. He and his wife, Kim, who is also an investor, often host dinners with entrepreneurs and financial experts. On weekends, you might find him on exclusive golf courses or attending high-level networking events. His lifestyle is about surrounding himself with people and places that keep him focused on wealth and freedom. Wealth, philosophy, and lifestyle. When you look at Robert's lifestyle, it's not random. It reflects his philosophy. Mansions? They're tax-smart investments. Cars? Funded by passive income. Private jets? Tools for business growth. Real estate? The engine behind everything. Robert doesn't just live rich. He lives smart. That's why, unlike lottery winners who lose it all, Kiyosaki's wealth only grows. So let's recap. Robert Kiyosaki in 2025 lives in a luxury Arizona mansion, drives Rolls-Royces and Ferraris, travels the world in private jets, and controls an empire of thousands of properties. But here's the real lesson. He doesn't work for luxuries. His assets work for him. That's the ultimate rich dad message. If you enjoyed this look inside Robert Kiyosaki's world, make sure you subscribe to AffluentAxis. Here, we explore the lifestyles of billionaires, millionaires, and financial icons who are shaping our future. Don't just watch luxury, learn from it. Hit that subscribe button now.